Hey everybody, before today's episode, I wanted to promote our Patreon. If you didn't know, we have a Patreon. The Patreon helps supports the Couch Corp podcast. Sign up and join today and you'll be given special perks. Perks like Discord roles, as well as mini episodes throughout the week. You'll also get exclusive content like bloopers, highlight reels, and much more. And if you get the top tier, you get a free drawing by us in our own art style. And for any tier, you get a shout out on every episode that we produce. So do go and join our Patreon today if you can. It really helps supports the podcast. Now let's get right into the episode. In the middle of the screen.
Yeah.
Spinning.
Wee woo. Never mind. What's up? Sushi 69.
Yo, wee woo. Yeah. We're about to go. We're about to start the episode in a second. I'm gonna go ahead and prepare.
Sounds like a rap name. Sounds like you dropped some mad bars.
We're gonna be dropping some mad bars. This is Couch Corp After Dark. We're here. We're not gonna flood you like we did the Ark. Yeah. That didn't make any sense, but okay.
I mean, it rhymed.
Yeah.
It made no sense, but it rhymed.
We a woo. A wee a woo. We a boo. Oh. Yeah, I gotta send all this crap out real quick. Get this thing a-going.
Go.
See, these are usually the hard... Out of the entire episode, this is usually the hardest part to, like, cut out of the episode. I usually... For, like, if you go and watch the VODs on YouTube, like... Any of the stuff that I cut out is usually the beginning until the intro, and I don't want to. And I usually save those for like bloopers or something, or for like fucking around. Like, yeah. And these are usually the hardest because I have to scroll through the entire thing trying to find it. Okay, I think we're good. You ready?
Yes, let's do it.
Sweet. Hey everybody, welcome to another Couch Corp podcast. This is episode 12, but this one's going to be a little bit different. This is After Dark. Nothing, Gabe? Nothing? Well.
Yeah, it's cueing the slow jazz music.
We need to this needs to be like a regular episode thing, or like a regularly like season thing or something. Like we just like every Thursday or Friday or something, we have like an After Dark special or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. How's your week been? How's everything been going?
It's been pretty good. It's been pretty slow. Nothing too exciting has happened so far. Let's see. Yeah. Honestly, it's just the same old, man.
I feel you. I get you.
What about you?
Man, I've been hard at work just getting shit done, so it's been crazy. Been trying to get things ready for this exhibition coming up. And it's just been yeah. It's been something. I'm not too sure whether or not it's like completely gonna happen where I think it's gonna be. I hope it does, but I doubt it. But I'm preparing for it either way. Whether it happens on the day that it happens or whether it happens after the fact, I'm still preparing for it. But it's just it's hard to get things done when you're stuck in limbo half the time. So yeah, it's been something. That, and I've been getting stuff done for work, and it's just Ooh, a late stream, love it. Sup Will, sup Gabe, sup chat. I hope it's all well. Have great news. Ooh, Insect, tell us. What's up? Tell us the great news. Yes, I should announce now, Tori and Mia are having to do something. I don't know why this late, but they are. So they're going to come in either during this episode or during the game stream after the fact. So Oh yeah, for anybody watching the VODs or just hopping in and doesn't know, we're gonna be doing an after party after this episode, doing a little late night gaming sesh. Probably doing some Among Us, or I don't know. I don't know what else we would play. Minecraft, but I don't. It's or like the party games or something. But don't you have to pay for that?
I think so.
Yeah, it's like it's hard to find stuff that's like I don't know. It's that like everybody can play that's somewhat cheap, and that doesn't. I don't have to wait to download. I finally landed a nollie off a high gap today, and by high 1 foot or 2, but it's my first nollie to flat off a. Ooh, okay, nice. Nice. I haven't skateboarded. Well, actually, no. I did skateboard. You had the longboard, and I did use that like all the time going through the city, like all the time.
Yeah, I remember that. Didn't you like? No. I was gonna say that was on a scooter.
I did eat shit on a scooter one time. I actually did. It was in the middle of the city too.
Yeah, didn't you say that there was like an accident that happened too? Because I remember you're going to a class, and like you said you were walking or like on a scooter, and like 3 accidents happened like simultaneously, one after another.
Yeah. I can't remember what's completely happened, but like I just remember I remember going down the sidewalk on the scooter, and I saw one accident where a person got hit on the scooter in the middle of the street. There was another accident where a car got like totaled or something, and I don't remember the third one. But there was one time I ate shit on the side. Like I hit like a crack, and I just like fly over the front handlebars and just hit the pavement.
It's just what Peter Griffin.
I literally did that. I got up and was like, God. And I wasn't even flying. Like I wasn't even going like super fast because I knew that there was a bump coming up, and I just was like, okay, and I just went just right over. And I pulled a maneuver. I put crossed my fingers, covered my head, all the good stuff, and I didn't hit my head. I tuck and rolled.
Yeah.
I hit my back and just rolled.
Yeah, he didn't do what I did.
No, do you want to tell the story, or do you want me to? Like, you were literally the one. You got it firsthand. You were the one that did it, but I was watching from afar. I'm the second. I guess I can call it a first person view of what happened, but.
So basically what happened is we decided we had to go to some sort of event thing for one of our classes, and we decided to take the scooter over there because it was like quite a bit of ways walking wise, and so we decided why not take the scooter. I've never been on the scooter. I think that was like the mindset, we haven't been on a scooter, so we decided to take it. So we got our scooters and all that. We go to the event, we watch it, and then we're like, oh yeah, we're hungry. Let's go to Chick-fil-A. So we scoot all the way to the nearest Chick-fil-A that was open in Atlanta. So we're just there, just going we get our chicken nugget, we get our nuggies, our chicken sandwiches, all that, all the good stuff, waffle fries, all that. We pick it up, and it was me, Will, and our roommate. My roommate, he was carrying the food, and he was like, Gabe, go in front of me. I need you to be my eyes and ears. I go in front of him, and like halfway through back to the school, he somehow goes in front of me. And so we get to the school, and we go down into basically down near the parking lot. There's like a little decline that has some speed bumps on it. I forgot there were speed bumps, and so like Will and
Mind you, so here's what happened. Here's what happened at that point. I memorized this entire place. I go around the speed bump and don't hit it. Our roommate hits the speed bump, catches some air, and makes it, and he's all good. And then, Gabe, you wanna you wanna
Yeah.
finish this one?
So I see them do their little jumps and I forget about it. And then by the time like I see it, it's like, ah shit, it's too late. Like I can't slow down at the moment. And then so I fucking go over it. I fly and like I tumble and I hit and like I just land. I just eat shit on the pavement. Like I was like all scratched up. I had like the road burn and all that. I hit my head on the asphalt and like, mind you, there's also like a group of people coming
Oh
back
yeah, they
from
were
like
going down
either
the
the event.
sidewalk. Yeah.
Yeah, so they're seeing this, and so I'm like, ah, shit, it's in front of people, and
Literally
like,
all you hear
shit.
is you hear crack, boom, and he hits the pavement, and everyone goes, ooh.
Yeah, so
And
they
then we all
come,
are
they
like, oh.
they all come and like try and help, and then I get up, and then you know we take the scooters again. We take the scooters back to the front of the dorms. We park them and all that. We go inside. We end up getting in the elevator. All the people that saw the whole thing are in the elevator too. And then next thing you know, it's like, I don't know, for some reason when I tend to be in pain, or it's either pain or if the fun situation's funny to me, I'll just start laughing. And
You
yeah, I was
did.
sort of in pain.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was in pain and like I was in a and like the whole situation was funny to me, so I just started laughing in the elevator, and then everyone else starts laughing too.
Yeah. I remember that, and I remember eating shit on your longboard one night. I was coming back. I went to go work on something, just leave, and I took your longboard. We went up you had to go up the hill and go, and it wasn't too far, but like I didn't want to like walk it, so I was like, you know what, I'll take the longboard. So I took the longboard. I went down the sidewalk, going back that same sidewalk, but instead of crashing on the speed bump, I went on the actual sidewalk and not the road. I get on the sidewalk, go down it. I'm turning the corner. I hit a ledge, and literally the board just goes whoop, just right behind me. It doesn't even bat an eye. It doesn't even like give me any like warning. It just goes zoop right out behind me, and I start flying. I did the same maneuver, tuck and roll, and just kept rolling. And I was like, oh shit. And I ate shit on that one. Have you guys ever had a broken bone story time? Ooh.
Oh, I've had multiple. I've
Go,
had
you go, you
multiple,
go, you go.
but I don't know. They're not like fucking epic and all that. Like the first time I got a broken bone, I ended up getting it playing badminton or whatever. The one with that little. They people call it a birdie, but I know it's called a shuttlecock. I don't know why it's called that. So I was playing that. This was like eighth grade, like PE. They had us play it. So I was running backwards. I ended up tripping, but I ended up landing on my arm. And so like I land on it and I hear just a crack. Like I hear like a pop 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 like it was popcorn. And so like and like I don't know. I didn't know it was broken. Like because I never had that happen before. So I was like, ah shit, maybe it's just like um like I sprained it or something and all that. And so I keep going to class. End up doing like two class periods. I get ice and I go through two class periods. Like it hurts, I can't move it. It's turning purple and shit. And then it wasn't until like my mom took me to the clinic after lunch. It was like, oh yeah, it's broken. So like fuck. Like my like half of my hand was shattered. My wrist was shattered, and then like yeah, that was about it. And like a little bit of my arm, like the top part of my arm near my wrist was like a bit broken. But I ended up making a full recovery. The second one, I broke my finger. That was when I was playing like flat, like I think it was like flag tag or whatever. It was like somewhere like, yeah, it was like those little flags in flag football. And said it like you had to like get people out by taking their flag. So we did that, and my finger ended up getting caught on the flag thing on the PE teacher, and so it ended up twisting and it broke it. And so I thought I just jammed it, and so I was like, ah shit. And so people all day, like I tried, like I wasn't able to move it, and like people were like, oh man, you're just overreacting and all that. I go I go through the whole school day with the broken finger, and my mom takes me to the hospital. I was like, Mom, can you take me to the hospital? I think I broke my finger. And she's like, damn it, Gabriel. And so,
Yeah, what the fuck, Gabriel?
well, no, she's like, because it's like, ah, man, really? And so she would go to the hospital. We go to the ER, and like, they tell me, yep, it's broken. I was like, damn. And so I come back next day to school with a splint, and they're like, oh, Jesus. So everyone felt bad because they're like, oh, yeah, he's overreacting, but no, it was an actual broken finger. And then the other one, I ended up I broke my foot. I ended up slipping on ice going down some stairs, and my foot
Jesus.
for some reason, like my leg like bent, like it bends like naturally at the knee, but then it came out from under me while I was sliding down the stairs, and so I heard a crack, and I was like, oh man. But the thing was, is as it was outside, uh, everyone heard it, but they thought it was just the door that slammed. And so, like, I was like screaming, like, "Help!" And I was like, "Thanks a lot, you assholes!" And like, but no one heard me. The only one that came was my dog because he was outside, and then my brother came out because he thought the dog slipped and fell. So like I'm like running on adrenaline, just like walking my way up the stairs with my broken foot, and then they ended up taking him to the ER. Oh man! But the thing is though, is that I'm like the only one in my family that has broken any bones. I don't know why. Like I'm the only one that's been doing that. But you will.
Well, I've broken my fingers before, like my index, my middle, and one of them was more like a like it's weird because I couldn't go get an X-ray. I mean I could have. I did that with my ankles, but there was nothing they could do. Um, and so it was pretty much the same. The trainer would tell me like, hey, you might as well just go ahead and splint it and not have to pay money to go get an X-ray, because that's probably what they're going to tell you anyways. I was like, okay, so I did that. So I've done that to my finger, or my index finger, my middle finger, and I think my like ring finger on my right hand, and then on my left hand it's been my index and ring, or no, index and middle, that I've done that to. Just from playing football. Like I'd hit the pads in front of me and they would get caught up in the pad and then just snap. Or I'll jam it so hard it just snaps. And then there was another, but I got a lot of concussions. Like I don't remember some of them because concussion, but like
Yeah.
I remember some of the bigger ones, especially because like people will tell me because they were pretty bad. Like I've gotten hit by a fastball to the temple before. Like I think it was like 80 something miles an hour straight to the temple. I've been hit by a curveball to the head before. But the one to the temple was the one that like really shook me up because I got hit and I started walking like stumbling towards first base, and everyone was like, get on the ground, and I was just like, just give me a second. Like I like, y'all screaming doesn't make it any better. Like you're making my head hurt. And so they had to like walk out to me. I told them just help me get to first so I can get on base and go back to the dugout, and so I did. And I found out I had a concussion that night. But like most of the ones during football were like either I would get a big hit or they would hit me in that, like it would be on the line, like when they say downset hit, and I would go and hit another person. Like it would be just that collision. I would just get a concussion. And it would happen like pretty, not frequently, like not like every game, but it was pretty close. And I was like, this is probably not a good idea. So, yeah, but I haven't gotten like any major broken bones. Like I've never fallen off the monkey bars or something and like landed on my arm and broke it. that did happen, and I was there to witness that before, and it was nasty.
That's like the one thing that like that I've heard happen to people, and like I've dread, like, like it just seems like it's too too like it's just too, like, I guess, how would you say it, gnarly or whatever, or like extreme. Like people playing on monkey bars or something, or like on like jungle gym equipment. They're up on top, and so they end up falling, but they have their tongue out of their mouth, and they end up
Mm-hmm.
closing it on their stuff, and they end up biting through their tongue and shit, like just
Mm-hmm.
chopping their tongue. That's the one thing I was like, oh my god.
That's happened before, and the like tongue will like just hang off by like a
Mm-hmm.
thread, and they have to like either hold it in their hands with their hands to their face, or have to put it back in their mouth and hold it there until they can get an ambulance. And I'm like,
Yeah,
like,
that's from those stories though. I did learn that, like, I guess it's a weird thing, but like the tongue can grow back, sort of like a lizard's tail.
yeah. Well, they'll stitch it back, and it can just grow, and then you don't have to wait like for a long time. Well, and like you can just like sew it back on, and just do it that way. And that's, I remember like they would just like sew it back on, and they come back to school with a sewn tongue, and I'm like, just like wow, wow, wow.
Wow.
Oh, son of a bitch. Oh yeah, the Braves and the Phillies were playing tonight. I don't. This is the thing. Our fan base right now probably doesn't watch sports as much as I like. It's weird how diverse our like, not our fan base, our group is, because like I feel like I'm the like only one out of our group that like watches sports a lot, or like ever did. And like I don't know, it's so weird because I'll bring it up like, oh yeah, the Braves played today or something, and then I'll be like, wait, does anybody give a shit? Like, does anybody care? Like, is anybody sitting here wanting to hear from me about the Braves and their yeah, it's just like, yeah. Wait, Insect said, I haven't broke anything, but I fell pretty bad sort of on my skateboard going down a hill. Skateboard started wobbling, and I got launched off the board and landed on my shoulder and blacked out for 5 seconds, but I was still conscious, so I rolled on my back with my head up. Note, I'm still sliding at this point. I regained eyesight and cared so much about my board and threw my left leg out to catch it before it went down the hill. Oh, I'm sorry, Insect.
I understand the board thing, because some of those things are like they cost a lot of money.
It's expensive, dude.
Yeah, I was gonna say, at least tell me you wear a helmet during all this.
Dude, there's a lot of skateboarders that don't wear helmets. They'll just go and do shit and then just hurt themselves. I'm like, what? 150? Oh my god, 150. See, if I was starting out, like, I've learned this, I would just go and grab like an old board. Like, I know, like, if you're a professional or like you've done it for a long time and it's kind of like a car, like getting a car or something, or like getting an iPhone for you, then I get it. Like, spending that type of money on a board makes sense. But I would, if you're just starting out, go get a board from like Walmart or something and just like practice on it. That's kind of how what happened to me. Like, I went into a thrift shop and just bought a skateboard. I was fine though, just ripped a hoodie, bloody shoulder, and a few scrapes, but I was fine. Remember when you left a scar on my forehead and my mom and dad got mad at you, cuh? I'm very confused.
What?
I'm very confused. I'm very...
Read it again?
Sushi, what do you mean? I'm very confused. Gabe, do you know? Do you know what's up?
No, it's not popping in the chat for me.
And yeah, practice makes perfect. People don't go get Walmart board because of how slow and bad it is. But if you're doing tricks, that's all you need. Yeah, true. See, and that's another thing too. Traveling and actually just like I feel like skateboards are for like if you're just wanting to like quickly have something to throw around and like have a good time and and then longboards are made for like just traveling around and getting around. Oh, Gabe, that's for you, Gabe. Sushi. Yeah. Sushi's talking to you.
Wait, what did he say again? It's not popping up in my.
Remember when you left a scar on my forehead and Mom and Dad got mad at you, cuh?
Oh, I know who it is. I know who that is. I know who that is. I know who it is. I know who it is now.
We gonna bring this up, or are we gonna leave it in the chat?
It's my little bro.
Oh, you wanna tell it? You wanna tell it?
Oh yeah, yeah. So this was when I think he was like either like 1 or 2. Yeah, I think he was like 1 or 2 years old when he was. I was like, let's see. I think I was like 7. I was laying down like on my bed and stuff like, and he was just running around playing like I was throwing like plush toys at him while he was like running and all that. He ended up falling, tripping on something, and he hit his little head on this little wooden box, and so there's this little gash on his head, and so like he was bleeding, like blood was squirting out, and so like my mom and dad were all like panicking a bit, and they took him to the ER. He got like stitches and stuff, and like I remember they kind of got mad at me because they thought I did it, but he just tripped on his own. Like I didn't do shit.
Nice. Oh man. I did that. I accidentally like did stuff and like my sister one time we were throwing a baseball or whatever, and like I try to do stuff with my sister sometimes. Like I'll be like, hey, you want to go and hang out, or you want to go and like throw a baseball or something, and like try to do stuff because like we don't have a lot in common at all, but. So like one time we went and threw this baseball, and I was like, hey, catch this pop this pop fly. And God bless. So I was like, catch this pop fly. So I threw it high in the air, and it came back down. And she's not like athletic at all, and her hand-eye coordination sucks. So she completely misses the ball, and it hits her in the face, and it broke her teeth. Like her 2 front teeth just shattered.
I think he told me about this story.
Yeah, yep. And it just shattered her teeth, and I was like, oh shit. And she just looks at me like, and I'm like, no. This is on you. I told you what I was gonna do. You didn't catch it or move out of the way.
How old was she at the time? Like,
she was like 9. Like,
oh, I was thinking like she's in like a freshman or something in high school.
oh no, at that point I would have been like, okay, I would have literally been like, nah, this is on you. But then I was thinking in my head, I was like, nah, just go inside, go tell mom and dad or something, and just like hope to God they don't, whoop my ass. And so
yeah, I was gonna say, have you had those moments where you're like, it's like no, it's like okay, it's okay, don't tell mom, I'll let you hit me.
No, because at that point there was never any negotiation. It was always I'm telling mom.
We've had that. Me and my little brothers have had that.
See, it's different. It's different with like brothers. Man, when you got brothers, like there's that you have negotiation tactics. You have nah. You couldn't do. I don't think you don't do that with like if you have like a sister, like that ain't gonna happen. Yeah, but
It just reminded me of all like the memes that I've seen that are just like that. Like I've seen the one where like there's a kid holding his little brother, and like his little brother had a bloody nose and stuff.
Oh Jesus, yeah.
Oh
Remember
man.
the airsoft gun in the camper? What the hell did y'all
Oh yeah,
do?
yeah. So we were in a camper, and I remember like I think I shot an airsoft gun at him. I think I forgot it was loaded, so I shot it at him and it hit him. And he's like, I'm gonna tell mom. And he's like, no, I'll let you shoot me. I'll let you shoot me if you don't tell mom. So he does it, but it ends up getting it. It hits my eyelid. So I had this like little like pellet-sized bruise mark on my eyelid.
Jesus.
Yeah, childhood was a fun time.
Oh, I had that one time. We were like I had a lot of friends, like not just growing up, just like throughout like for like a long time. Like I just had like I have a lot of friends, and so I'd go to like I'd just hang out with everybody, and I usually had like a good like a friend like pod like I like people that I like usually would always be around sometimes, but and I went with one of my friends to go and like hang out and stay the night at their place and just like hang out with him and his brother and like another friend. And one time I went and it was just me, him, and his brother, and we just went out and would like just fuck around in the woods and like just throw shit and like just go for walks and stuff. And we liked playing video games, but like we didn't like playing video games all the time. We just would go and like just go see nature or some shit. And one time he was like, dude, you want to play paintball? And I was like, what? And he goes, yeah, I got some guns. You want to go play? And I was like, yeah, sure. And he goes, okay, let me go ask my parents. I was like, okay. And so he comes back and he says, okay, we've got 3 guns. I got my brother, mine, and my dad's. You're going to take my dad's, okay? I was like, okay. And he goes, do not press the lower part of the trigger, because if you do, it's basically like a bump stock, and that thing will be shooting full auto. And I was like, okay. And he said, okay, I'm going to go get my dad. And so his dad was basically like the referee. And so we go out in the woods. He's wearing like camo and all this crazy stuff. Like he's geared up.
The ghillie suit.
Basically, except it wasn't like this huge ass ghillie suit. And so he puts on this camo suit or whatever, and I'm just in my shirt, a front chest pad, and a face mask. And mind you, I'm tall for my age. Then I was tall for my age. I still am like pretty tall, I guess, but then I was tall for my age. Not only that, I was chubby. I was fucking fat. I mean, I'm still like somewhat, but like it was bad. It was bad. I was really fat, and so all my fat rolls would just come out of this thing, and my fucking shirt would bunch up in the padding, so my stomach rolls would just pop out, and I have this face mask on that would just like scrunch up my face because it was chubby. And so I'm sitting there, or we both had to stand on either side of the woods, and so we were just standing there, and his dad would be like, you ready? And I'm like, yeah. And he looked at the other guy and was like, hey, you ready? He's like, yeah. And he's just like, okay, go. And I just start aiming the gun, and I was like, fuck it, I'm shooting. So I go, pa, pa, pa. And I run down, I get in an army crawl, I start crawling. I could feel the fucking branches scrub up against my skin on my stomach because it was just hanging the fuck out. I was like, oh. So I crouch on a kneel, and I look, and I'm like, I can't see this dude. Where the fuck is he? And out of nowhere, I hear, pa, 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 pa. And every one of them hit my chest, my face, and then my arm. I go down. I'm like, because it hits me. I take the mask off, or I start to try to take the mask off, and they come over. They're like, you okay? You okay? I look, and I'm like, oh my God. And my face had like paint all over it. My arm was bruised. Like, it was a big whelp. Like, it was just huge. And my chest, I felt like I just got punched in the chest. And so I look over, I'm like, oh my God. And they're like, you good, man? I was like, yeah, let's go again. And I get up and we do it again. I go and we do it again.
Let's go round two.
Round two. And so we get up and do it again. I think I won that one, and it was just off of, like, he was just going easy, I think. And so then his brother gets in, and so it's him and his brother, and they just start facing off, and, like, it looked like fucking The Matrix. Like, all you hear is pop, 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 pop from each side, and they're like, yeah, bitch. And I was just standing there like, okay, this is cool. This is cool. Yeah. And so we'd do that, like, all the time.
That's one of the things I haven't done is paintballing. I haven't done paintballing before.
I so badly want to do it again. Like, it was fun. I've always wanted to play, like, extreme paintball. And for anybody who doesn't know what extreme paintball is, it's basically just, like, you have no padding other than face wear. You can wear, like, a full face mask. Like, they don't want you to go blind or anything. And you can wear, like, you know, like a cup. So, but you wear no padding on your chest, on your, the top of your head, or like anywhere else other than those two areas. Your face and, you know, down under. So you have to, like, you can either just wear a shirt or you can go skins. Depending on how...
Skins?
Yeah.
Shirt versus skins.
Basically. And so you go out there with this paintball gun, this thing that can just, like, leave you, like, it can leave you with bruises and stuff. And you go out there and you just play. That's extreme paintball. And it's so, like, it's so fun because you know if you get hit, it's gonna hurt. Like,
Yeah.
Like, you're gonna, and it's fun because you, like, your adrenaline is just rushing. And you're just running across this field going, no, don't hit me. It's a fun time. Tonight's a whole vibe right now. I got some sweet tea, calm lights, hoodie and slippers, and best of all podcasts. I've always wanted to try paintball. Insect, you're too kind. Yeah, paintball, like, I don't know. I don't like airsoft. The only reason I've ever seen anybody have, like, an airsoft gun is if they wanted to, like they just use it to, like, fuck around. Like anytime any of my friends had an airsoft gun, they had, like, a pistol, and it was, like, one of those gas blowback ones, and they would just use it to, like, shoot at people's, like just to, like, fuck around. Like, I'll never forget this. We went to a Halloween party. This was, like, I was, like, really young. Not really young. I was like a teenager. And so I just, like, turned into a teenager. And I went to a friend's house. They lived on, like, at this it wasn't like I don't think it was a trailer park, but it was like this, it was something like that. And one of his cousins comes out of nowhere, takes his BB gun, and starts just shooting it at everybody. And there were kids from, like, 8 years old to, like, 15 years old. And we're all just running because all we hear is pop, pop, pop. And we're like, what the fuck is that? And and it was dark. Like, the sun was about to, like, go behind the hills or behind the mountains. And we were like, fuck, what is that? And we start running for this giant fort. And all you hear is the ricochets of airsoft BBs just hitting the fort. And we're like, what the fuck is that? Because we didn't know where it was coming from. And so we're sprinting. I just left. Like, I didn't even come back. Like, I just literally, it scared the hell out of me. I was like, I didn't come back. And that was pretty much every time we had any sort of, like, airsoft thing. It was usually that. Like, somebody would just be fucking around with an airsoft gun. But paintball... Like, you can't cheat in paintball. Like, if you get hit, you get hit. Like, everybody knows. So that's why I like paintball a lot more.
Yeah, I've seen some pretty cool airsoft videos. I seen one where this one guy, he takes his pistol and he basically turns it into a sniper pistol. He puts, like, this really, like, high optic scope on it, It's like he has it so it goes long range. So he's just fucking belly crawling around the field. He's like just picking people off one by one, and they don't even expect it and stuff. And it was really cool. But the paintball thing, that's the one thing I want to try. Like one of the things I was looking for was like I don't know if they have them, was like a sniper rifle paintball gun, so you can just pick people off from long distances.
Yeah, they have like grenades where like it explodes and the grenade just like sends paint all over the place. They used to have like water balloons. It would be filled with like a certain pigment and you would just throw those.
Yeah, I've seen.
Oh, go ahead.
Go ahead. No, that's I forgot what I was gonna say. Shit.
I was gonna say like there are probably sniper rifle paintball guns, but most of the time the paintball arenas are not like, it's not like airsoft where you go out into the middle of like a war zone looking area where like there's like buildings all over. Usually if it's paintball, it's like, it's basically like going on shipment in Call of Duty. That's the only that's the only way I can explain it. It's basically that, or it's like obstacles like all over the place, and like there's some buildings and something like that, but it's not like airsoft where it's like a vast landscape and like you go out in your like tactical gear with an airsoft gun and like climb stairs up buildings and like search rooms and shit. It's not like that. But like, yeah, paintball's fun. Plus it's probably it's pretty fair in terms of its like use, like different guns and shit, like, so like, I mean, you can have a full auto paintball gun, but it's gonna jam, you know, because all the paintballs have to like shoot through it, and you have to restock the canister like if the paintballs run out and stuff like that. So I don't know. I think we need to go paintballing one time. Extreme paintball.
Yeah, I'm down to do it.
We should take Tori and Mia.
Sorry. I feel like Tori would be down for it. I don't know about Mia.
You feel like Tori would? Well, what do y'all think, chat? What do y'all think? Do you think Tori and Mia would want to go paintballing? Extreme paintballing, at the least? Insect said, I know this sounds silly, but it's weird that I enjoy my sweet tea after I shake it up. I feel like it aerates it or something and it makes it better. Oh my god.
Like the bubble chocolate stuff.
Or what's the... Didn't Hershey come out with something like that? It was like a...
Yeah, they put like bubbles. Yeah, it's like... It had like little bubbles in it, or like it was meant to be like little air trapped inside the bar and stuff.
Yeah, it was like super soft when I had it before, but it's like, it didn't make... It's just chocolate. Like, I don't...
It's just chocolate.
You're spending $2 extra for it. It's like, okay, this is kind of dumb. Mia definitely won't. I feel like Mia would like be keen to do it until she got shot, and then she would not want to play anymore. I don't know.
Yeah.
If you have padding, it's like as long as you have padding, you'll be fine because it doesn't hurt. But like, if you're doing like, here's the thing: I would play extreme paintball with you, Gabe. But if they wanted to play extreme paintball, I'd let them wear like pads because I know they probably wouldn't want to do it without pads. So, unless they're just really keen on doing extreme paintball. So, yeah, that's...
Yeah. I was gonna say, like, we just go out to the woods and just have a free-for-all.
It's like the Hunger Games. Like, Jesus.
Yeah, just get camo and everything. We try our best to, like, blend in and, like, stuff. I was gonna say, would a melee kill and paintball just be like a spray can, just
graffiti the backs?
Yeah, like just Melee 'em.
You tag them with spray paint. uh, nah, I don't think there's such thing as like a melee. You have to shoot them, which sucks. If you're like right in front of them and you get shot with that thing, it's like it hurts. It does not feel good.
That's how we'll play. We each have our own spray of like our own spray can. Just we get up close, just like ghillie suit, just belly crawl, and just like do a Modern Warfare takedown with a spray can.
We spray paint their neck. Just it's just this line of spray paint. Oh no. Wow. Wow. Yeah. Man. I don't know if I said this before, but I told you about this. I was gonna tell chat. Have y'all watched Godzilla vs. Kong?
No, my little brother. Yeah, my little brother went and watched it, and he was telling me about it.
Man, I mean, you're not going to these movies for the storyline, so like, of course the storyline's gonna suck, but like, it's you don't need to watch it at your home. You need to watch that in theaters. Do it safely, but like, go watch it in theaters if you can. Cause like I got hyped up in my like living room. I was just like,
I thought you were gonna say like, yeah, I got hyped up in my jammies.
I mean, I was in my jammies, but I was just sitting there going like, beat the fuck out of him, yeah. I was losing my shit. I was like, yeah. But yeah, it was something. I was having a good time.
Yeah, I still have to watch it. Yeah, I don't know. It seems I don't know. That's the one thing that like it would be better in theaters to go watch it. Just you have this experience again. I remember when I think I went to go see Godzilla King of Monsters in theaters, and I really liked that one.
Yeah, Godzilla was I don't know, like King of Monsters was a good one. I thought that was entertaining just because I had a bunch of fight scenes and I was like, yeah, finally, okay, here we go. And the first Godzilla was pretty decent. I don't know. It was that one. I thought it was okay. But Kong Skull Island was my favorite out of all of them. Like that was one of my favorite monster universe movies.
Yeah, the little whole monster verse, I guess, if you want to call it that.
Well, they're supposed to be coming out with like more, unless they're gonna cancel it, like the Snyderverse. Like, that pissed off a lot of fans.
Yeah, I know. Like, I was psyched to see like Mothra and all that, like all the like the whole Godzilla like monsters and like the whole, I guess, universe and stuff.
Yeah.
And then I know there's some CGI Godzilla films that are really good too. You can find them on Netflix.
Yeah, it's like I don't know. I don't want them to cancel this universe thing because like it's going off pretty good, like decent. It's not. I mean, we're not in it for the storyline. We're just in it for seeing a bunch of monsters faced off. But how long can it last though? That's the real thing.
I don't know. That depends if they're gonna start doing into like well, they did the Godzilla versus King Kong. I don't know if they're gonna go into like, you know, Godzilla versus Mothra and like all the other like the old past movies, you know.
Yeah, I mean they already have Mothra out as a.
I know.
Yeah.
I know, like that one they had him as like an ally for Godzilla. I don't know if you go back to like till the way back, like first Godzilla movies and all that. They had, like Godzilla versus Mothra, and then all the other ones.
Yeah, it was something, but it's. I feel like at some point the Marvel universe is gonna have to like die out. Like it's just gonna have to. Like you can't just keep going with this unless you're just you know what I mean. Like unless you can come up with different scenarios. Like it's not gonna happen. Like it's gonna die. I feel like it's gonna die out in the next 10 years. I'm planning for that to be the case.
Yeah, because I know that's what they kind of did with the X-Men universe. Like, they had it with like Logan and all that. They had him die out. I thought that was a good movie. I especially liked watching the Nord version of it too.
Yeah, the black
And
and white
then,
version.
mm, and then I know they did that with what was the last X-Men? It was like X-Men like Phoenix or something.
Dark
Phoenix
Phoenix.
Sun. Yeah, Dark Phoenix. I know that one was supposed to signal the end of X-Men. Because I know I was even reading that they're having like speculations like, or they were gonna be having new actors to play the new, I guess, versions of the X-Men. I guess retiring, James McAvoy and Patrick Stewart. The one
Yeah,
thing that I was excited though was that I heard that they're replacing the Stan Lee cameos with Deadpool cameos.
that would be good. Deadpool just shows
Hmm.
up out of nowhere. That would be awesome. If they ever did a Stan Lee cameo again, they're like it's gonna be like the CGI thing, or they're just gonna have a picture of him, and it's gonna be like okay. But you could do like so much with the Deadpool thing. Like Deadpool shows up in a UPS truck or something.
I'm here for Tony Stank.
Got a extra large sausage pizza for you.
Oh god. I was watching the movie again, Deadpool 2. God, I love that. I love those movies.
Yeah,
Yeah, but
Deadpool. Yeah, Deadpool was fun to. Deadpool was fun to watch. It was a breath of fresh air because it was a superhero movie that was different and it was fun.
mhm. Like I feel like after Deadpool came out, they started putting a lot of they started trying to put a lot of comedic relief into their movies. Like what is
Yeah,
it? Like with Thor Ragnarok. I enjoyed Thor Ragnarok. It's just I don't know the like the comedic reliefs in Thor Ragnarok seem to be a little like I guess overdone. I guess in my opinion.
yeah. I don't know. The thing about the Deadpool movies was like, it was fun to see something where it was like it reminded me of like Kingsman violence along with Deadpool humor along with like it being in the Marvel universe, which was fun to watch. It wasn't like they didn't tone it down, which I loved, and I think all the fans loved. The only ones that didn't love it were the Karens that thought they were going to go see another Marvel MCU movie and showed up and it was just like cursing and all this, and it's like, dude, you know this is a rated R movie, right? You
It's
brought
sort
your
of like
5-year-old here.
it's sort of like that movie Sausage Party. Everyone thought it was like a kids movie and all that,
Do they
and then
not look
like
at the ratings? That's another. Do
I
people
don't
not look at the
I
ratings?
don't think so because like most people, it's like what they look at is like it's like animated characters. Oh yeah, this is for kids because they associate animation with like something for kids. But I don't think they realize like the actors that were in it. Like I knew that like when I heard about it, Seth Rogen and all that.
Nah,
Uh, I knew it was gonna be. I knew it was gonna be like it was gonna be a
raunchy.
raunchy movie. Yeah, because I remember when I went to go watch it, I watched it with some friends, and when I was walking out, I saw this couple that had brought their baby to watch it. They brought their baby. I was like, what the hell?
Sausage Party was. I remember it, and it was just supposed to be like this. It's of course another Seth Rogen movie, but it was a little bit. It was a lot different because I think they played off of that too. They played off of the fact that it was like a cartoon, and it was just funny to watch. It was funny to watch.
Yeah, it was like when I remember I was going in, I was like, oh yeah, this is gonna be a good movie. But then it ended up like not being what I expected it to be. Like I had a feeling it was gonna be like like raunchy, but like it went into like a whole new level. I was like, oh man, like I wasn't expecting this.
Okay, did you think it was good or did you think it was bad?
No, I thought it was good. I was laughing. Like
Okay,
I was
okay.
like, yeah, I thought it was a good movie. Well, I mean, like in terms of like Oscar nominated, like Emmy and all that, it's like yeah, probably not. But it's like for me, it's like it's right up my alley.
Yes, it goes along with like Harold and Kumar.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. People hate on Harold and Kumar. I'm like, it's not supposed to. They weren't aiming for you to watch it. Then if you didn't like it.
Yeah. Yeah. I enjoyed all the Harold and Kumar movies. Those ones were pretty good.
I just miss watching them with y'all. That was God. I miss watching like White Castle with y'all. That was hilarious.
I remember that too, and then I remember we watched what is it, Animal House? No, was it? Is it called or what is it called?
Yeah, Animal House.
Yeah, that one was pretty good. Yeah, I like that one. That one was my favorite to watch. I remember I told my dad that like, yeah, I watched Animal House. Like, you watched Animal House? I was like, yeah. What did you think of it? I thought it was funny.
Yeah,
my dad was.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was surprised that I watched it.
Why was he surprised that you were just like?
I guess he didn't know that I knew it existed.
Oh, what do you think? Has he watched it before? Yeah,
he's watched it before because like he grew up in that era, and so he's like he watched it, and so I guess he didn't expect me to watch it because it was something that he watched. And then what is it? I was watching I remember watching the Christmas National Lampoon one with Chevy Chase. That one was pretty funny too.
Wait, which one was it?
I think it was like a Christmas.
Christmas Vacation, the Vacation series. Yeah. Man, the Vacation series didn't. I don't know why. The first one was okay. The first Vacation movie. That was the one where they went to the theme park, and they just had it was like a wacky, like travel movie basically, and it was okay. But Christmas Vacation was like the best. That was the like piece de resistance of the Vacation series. Like I quote that every Christmas, all the time. Like it is perfect, man. Yeah, I remember that one. That one's a good one. I guess Tori and Mia aren't gonna show up today.
Yes,
I don't know where they went. Well, it's all good. They got us. It's been almost an hour, so we're probably going to be doing a game night in a little bit soon. If y'all are down to show up or you want to join, do be there. Yeah. Do you want to go ahead and end it here, or do you want to?
Yeah, we'd love to play with you guys. Yeah, let's go do it.
Gotcha.
So we can get this game started.
Get the game night going. Yes, sir. Okay. So do go follow us on any social media. We're at the Couch Corp Podcast. If it has a Couch Corp name, it's probably us. Go follow us on Twitter, Instagram, any social medias. We update or we send stories and posts out. We tweet out when the episode is starting, when we're going to be doing anything new. Also, be on the lookout. If you have a Clubhouse, we will be doing Clubhouse chats soon, hopefully. We're still working out the bugs and the extra things for it. We're going to be finding a time that would best suit the audience to be able to do that. Do go join our Discord. It's been promoted a lot during the streams through the chat. Do click that and go join, because we do like to communicate with y'all on there specifically. That's where the community is. We chat with everyone through there, so do go join there. Also, go join our Patreon. We love our patrons. They are awesome people. We love that y'all support us through there that way. It really does help us out on there. Keeps us doing what we love doing. Also, if you get a top tier, you get a drawing of whatever you want within reason every month. So we'll draw it in our art style, and you'll get it as a PNG or something. So yeah. So do that if you can. We'd love it if you could do that. Yeah, I think that's it. So, Gabe, you want to go ahead and send us off?
Ladies and gents and everything in between, sadly that time has come again where we must go back to our cold, dark, happy, and fulfilling lives. But fear not. Tune in next Saturday for another episode of Couch Corp at our usual time, 3 p.m. Eastern, noon Pacific. And if you live in a different time zone, y'all can Google that shit. But until then, tell your mom to call me. Stay safe, and bye-bye.
See you guys. Be there next Saturday at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And we'll see you then. You take care. Bye, guys.